Hi, in this video we are going to go through how to repair a blown subwoofer. The sub in this video is a Mark Levinson speaker from a 2002 Lexus ES300. I'm going to start with showing the speaker removal, then the repair, and finally the reinstallation. If you want to skip straight to the repair, use the chapter icons or check the video description for the timestamp to jump directly to that part. So here's the sound I was getting before the repair. Sorry for the song, I needed something that wasn't going to get me DMCA'd. I've boosted the bass and you can hear it distorting. And here's the speaker after repair, without the distortion. So one way to quick check if yours is blown is to open the trunk and look at the bottom of the speaker. You should not be able to see light through this gap. If you do, it's torn. Now, one thing I should mention is that it is tempting to try to take the sub out from here in the trunk. Unfortunately, you'd have to cut the metal to get it down from there. In order to remove the subwoofer in the ES300 properly, you have to remove the back seat. Start by pulling up on the base of the seat to pop it out of its holders on both sides. Once it's loose, remove the lower seat cushion. This is the only step where you actually make money. I made 51 cents. Yes! The next step is to remove the seat back. To do that, remove the four 12mm bolts at the base. Once those are removed, pull up on the seat back to unhook it from the hooks in the top. You have to lift it up enough so that these three hooks are pulled out of their slots. Next, since we're working with electronics, disconnect the negative battery cable so we don't blow a fuse or an airbag accidentally. Alright, so in the back seat again, we need to get the rear deck out. To do this, go into the trunk and press these two plastic tabs up. I used the pliers to compress them and then press them upward. Some people remove the side panels, but I chose not to do this because I can never get them out without breaking the clips, or back in looking normal. There's always an extra gap, so your choice. It's kind of hard to pull up this deck, but it seats into a slot in the back and out of a plastic hook in the side panel on the front. Now, with the rear deck removed, you can access the speaker. By the way, under this deck there are two plastic hook tabs on the rear and two, I'll call them grip washers on the front. So to take out the sub, remove the four 10mm bolts holding it down. Now, it is also glued down, so find something to pry it up with. I found that steady, strong pressure worked best. Finally, press the plastic tab on the connector to release it. Alright, so this top plastic piece was just loose. As you can see, the foam is completely torn and separated. I bought this kit. I'll put a link to this one in the video description. You need to know what size your speaker is. It comes with the replacement foam, glue, or speaker repair adhesive, and an applicator brush. Alright, so just verify that it is the right size and that it fits. Next, remove the old foam. I peeled as much of it off as possible, then used a razor blade to scrape off the rest. Toward the end, I used some rubbing alcohol to remove the old glue. Apply it with a swab to soften it up, then scrape it off with a razor blade. I also carefully applied some to the cone to get the excess glue off. So this is as clean as I got it. Then remove the old foam from this plastic piece as well. I used a plastic scraper, and then some rubbing alcohol again. Now we're ready to place the new foam. Just line it up to see if it will fit and be properly centered. Note that there is a tab at the top that fits into a groove. To apply the glue, turn the foam upside down. I tried squeezing out some glue on a paper to see how fast it comes out. Then squeeze out some glue along the inner rim. Then spread it out with the brush. Once it's even, turn the foam over. Be sure to align the tab at the top into the groove. Make sure it's centered, then press it onto the cone all the way around. Alright, so now this is several hours later, so the inner glue has dried. Then apply the glue to the space under the outer foam. Don't put too much glue. Then go around the outside, pressing it down. Next, apply some glue to this plastic piece and set it into place. Once it's dry, you're ready to reinstall it. Now, back in the car, it drives me crazy that you can't remove the speaker cover, so I removed these washer clips with pliers, so that I could remove it later on. With these removed, you can easily remove the speaker cover anytime you want. It still snaps into place fairly tightly. Alright, so reconnect the wire harness and place the speaker back into its slot. Then reinstall the 4 10mm bolts. I want to get into the trunk now, but since I disconnected the battery, the trunk release button doesn't work. So, to open the trunk, pull the manual trunk release cable located underneath here. Next, reinstall the rear deck by wiggling it into place and lining up the slots. Now, the back shelf is in place, and we can reinstall the speaker cover. Next, put the seat back on. The 3 loops need to fit into these 3 receptacles. It would be helpful to have a friend assist you with getting this into place. Then reinstall the 4 12mm securing bolts. After that, you can reconnect the negative battery cable and try out the radio. Reinstall the baby hook covers and set the rear seat bottom back into place. Be sure to align the seat belts with the slots, then press down on the seat to snap it in place. Alright, so try out the speaker and see how it sounds compared to before. I hope you found this helpful. If so, please like and subscribe for more videos about this car.